Good morning, guys. We hadn't talked in a while, but wanted to share a few things with you here on this Tuesday before Thanksgiving break. Of course, we've got the Invitational coming up Thursday and Friday. We'll be selling tickets so you can go to the gym, watch the boys play, watch the girls play on Thursday and Friday. And then, of course, we're off for an entire week for Thanksgiving. We'll talk more about that with announcements. I want to give you a few reminders of some things. You know, we always set expectations. We don't ask a whole lot about you here at Dobie. We don't set a bunch of rules and parameters, but we do have what we call expectations, and we expect you to meet those expectations. So let's talk just a little bit about Mega Lunch. Mega Lunch, again, is a great thing. You guys are seniors or 4 years into this thing. You know exactly what to expect. Some of you freshmen are still kind of struggling with that piece. So let me remind you that, you know, you need to be taking care of your business during that time as far as tutoring, makeup exams, makeup work, retaking failing exams, things of that nature. But really the 2 points that I want to hit right now is trash. Okay, I'm seeing more and more trash, and that disappoints me because you know better than that. It's not that hard to pick your trash up, take it with you, throw it in the nearest trash can as you walk from the area in which you're eating. Okay, so I do expect over the next week to see that improve. The second piece of that is tardies. We give you 55 minutes for Mega Lunch. Then we give you 8 minutes from the end of Mega Lunch to the tardy bell. All right? So you've got an hour and 3 minutes basically to get from 4th period to 5th period. I realize you're at Mega Lunch and you're all over the building, and where you hang out or what you may be doing during Mega Lunch is far away from your 5th period class. However, when that warning bell rings, that means there's 3 minutes left in lunch. And then when that Mega Lunch bell ends, that means there's 8 minutes. Anybody can walk anywhere in this building in 8 minutes. So I really expect to see the tardies improve during 5th period. I don't expect to see you in the hallways as much when that bell rings. Also, class to class, when that warning bell rings, that warning bell is not for just aesthetics around here. It's to let you know that, hey, you got 1 minute left, so pick your pace up. Get to class on time. That's things that we need to take care of. You're doing a great job with IDs. Make sure that you have them out and on. Don't ask somebody to have you put it on. Go ahead and put it on at the beginning of the day. Leave it the rest of the day. One of the reminders is in the mornings. When you're dropped off here, you get off the bus here, you are here. You're not walking down to the Shell station or Dobie Donuts or anything of that nature. Once you're on campus, then you're here until 2:30 or dismissal, 2:35 actually. So just a few reminders. Sometimes as we go through the year, we kind of loosen up and we don't realize that those expectations are still in place. Make sure that you're striving to meet those. Take care of your business during that time. All right, guys, let's talk about where we are in the school year. We are at the beginning of the third 6 weeks. You've got a weekend. Now, remember, this is a 5-week grading period. So you really, at this point, only have about 3.5 weeks left. You have the rest of this week, and then you have the 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas break. So very short time period. But let me explain something to you. The third 6 weeks is the most critical. It's the most important because it holds the most weight in your semester average. Now, you're in high school, whether you're a freshman or you're a senior, hopefully you understand that on your transcript, semester grades are what shows up. So we take the first 6 weeks and we double it. We take the second 6 weeks and we double it. We take the third 6 weeks and we double it. And then we have the final standalone grade. All right? We take all those up after doubling and we divide by 7, and that's your semester average. So do the math with me. Twice, 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 once. So 3 parts of the whole 7 happens in the next 3.5 weeks. So 42%, guys, 42% of your semester grade happens in the next 3.5 weeks between the third 6 weeks and the final. So it does not matter where you are right now. You have an opportunity over the next 3.5 weeks to get your grade for the transcript the way you want it. However that may be, whether that's to get it from failing to passing, from a D to a C, from a C to a B, or from a B to an A. Now's the opportunity to get the most bang for your buck. Again, 42% of your semester grade comes from the third 6 weeks and the final, which is over the next 3.5 weeks. So make sure that you're focusing, you understand what's going on, and you stay the course and take care of your business and the tutoring and all the things that need to happen so that that semester grade is exactly where you want it to be. Now the second part of this thing is makeup hours. If you go over the 200s, we have a bulletin board. If it's encased, you can find your name, and if you have makeup hours, it will tell you how many you have. You have to make these up in order to obtain credit. Well, what does that mean, Mr. Moses? Basically, if you make an A in that class and you fail and you don't do your makeup time and you end the semester with makeup hours, you lose credit. So all the work that you've done to get that A or to get that B is for naught, because that credit's going to be denied and you're going to have to retake that course over again. So make sure that you're taking care of your makeup time. Remember, before school, after school, Saturdays, 4 hours on each Saturday. You also have opportunities during mega lunch to get 30 minutes of tutoring in. All that goes toward makeup time. You can only do makeup time with the teachers that are on your schedule. So they have to be your teachers of record for them to input that into the makeup hour system. So make sure, one, taking care of my grades, making sure my semester average is where it's supposed to be. Two, I'm taking care of my makeup hours so that whenever I do get that grade, it actually counts and goes on my transcript. All right, let me wrap this video with some positives. I was so excited to see Channel 13 come out, run that story on one of our students in the cafeteria, befriending one of our Omega students, having lunch with them. And that was just great to see, and I know there's more stories out there just like that of great students here at Dobie High School. And props and kudos to FCCLA for their Dude Be Nice week. I thought that was excellent. That was a great thing there. Guys, there's some great things that go on here at Dobie High School, and you guys are in it for the right reasons, and you do well, and you do right, and you show that Dobie pride. And yes, there are some situations that arise, and you know, we have some students that don't always exemplify and show that Dobie pride, but there are a lot of students that do. And I want to say thank you to those students. Thank you for coming to school every day. Thank you for putting forth the effort. Thank you for doing your best in your classes, the best in your extracurricular. Thank you for doing what's right, whether there are adults around or whether there's not adults around. I don't say it enough. Sometimes a lot of my videos focus on what you need to do or what we need to change. But I wanted to take a few minutes here this morning to say thank you to those that are doing right, that are doing their best, that are picking their trash up, that are getting to class on time, that are going to tutoring and making sure that they're, you know what, my future is bright because I'm doing everything that I can to do my best to set myself up for success after high school, after Dobie. Because you know what, guys, we can teach you math, we can teach you English, we can teach you science, social studies, and everything else that you take while you're here. But the main thing is, whenever you walk out of here, we want you to be better. We want you to be better students for your post-secondary success, better employees if you're going into the workforce. Whatever your plans are after graduation, we want you better prepared for that area. And more importantly, we want you to be a better person, to think about those that are in need. Think about those that may be less fortunate, those that may have a disability of some sort. Caring for them, showing that compassion, that love, that dude be nice, mentality. So thank you for that again. I don't say it enough, but know that I'm extremely proud of the student body here at Dobie High School. So until we talk again, go Horns.